Well, now we're heading up to do the Metroid Prime, which is really the main reason Samus. Now, the main reason Samus came to Town 4 was to chase Ridley there, because she
I
went.
don't know if people understood what you said.
Well, it
That's
doesn't
the main
matter.
reason they came to Kowloon 4.
It doesn't really matter what I said, anyways.
This is the goal, though, to beat the Metroid Prime. There's actually 2 manifestations of this monster, and therefore people call it Metroid Prime version 1 and Metroid Prime version 2.
If you can see, those Metroids look a bit different. They've got, if you look through their like helmet covered thing, whatever it's called, it's white, not red. And if it's red, it means it's just a normal Metroid. But if it's white, it's a Fission Metroid. And Fission Metroids split when they get weak.
Yeah. And I, of course, set a terrible example by not scanning them. But they really annoy me to the extent that all I want to do is get through this room as fast as possible. The best defense against them.
Whoop.
That was real fun, right? Refill twice. The second one doesn't do anything. This is a missile recharge station. Anyway, the power bombs are the most effective defense against them, and so you have enough to get through here. But you don't want to use them all up. Oh, I don't know. I guess you can pick up some more along the way if you use them up. But and that did not effectively get that one.
It got one behind it though.
Because I morph ball bombed instead of power bombed.
You want to have at least one power. You want to save at least one power bomb, because you're gonna want to use against the Metroid Prime Part 2.
Yeah, version 2. What the Metroid Prime? Well, you'll see. We'll talk about it more later. But the Metroid Prime version 2 tends to send Metroids at you, and if it sends Metroids that are Fission Metroids, boy, like I say, the best treatment for them is a power bomb. And if you don't have any power bombs, you've got a fight on your hand.
So
I wonder if they're vulnerable to ice.
Power bomb.
Do you know if they're vulnerable to ice beams?
No.
It doesn't do anything, huh?
You have to use the beam that it shows which color.
You have to use
whichever color it is.
beam.
But it always starts out with ice beam. It always says use ice beam on it first.
Oh really?
And
all
then
that does is cause
they're
it to break.
they're normally yellow or purple. But some really very red.
This particular Metroid Prime is covered in a hard shell, and it's vulnerable to whatever. It changes colors, and the color affects what particular weapon it's vulnerable to, and it also indicates what weapon it's going to use against you.
You're looking at Dark Samus right now.
Eventually, yeah. What will eventually be Dark Samus in later games. So yeah, you're using the power beam here, so basically you just...
One shot after a super missile.
Was that a super missile? Yeah, super missile will nail it.
Dad, we used 2 super missiles and then I shot one shot. I was like, ah!
So this... Actually, the Wave Buster is effective at this point.
But it uses too many missiles, and I've read like some commentary, whatever you want to call it. It said, the only thing you want to use that includes missiles on the first part of the Metroid Prime is the ice spreader. But I like to use super missiles still.
Super missiles are pretty effective, yeah.
Basically, it just takes 10 missiles to get it each time. See, the ice spreader uses 10 missiles, and then 2 super missiles equals 10 missiles, and then, see, you know.
Once it does that shaky thing, you want to change sides, and that's what a good use of those little linear ditches there.
Well, I'm doing this last battle here, and we tried doing it a couple times. We have to admit it, and died. But it was my dad doing it both times.
Yeah. Well, I successfully beat this thing, but I didn't have much energy left at the end, and so I wasn't able to finish the game fighting the version 2 of this Metroid Prime.
So we just didn't post those ones.
Yeah, we went back to the save station and redid it.
Don't get hit by that big thing. If you get hit by that thing, it blows at it. It will freeze you. So be careful.
You have to jump out, jump loose.
What's kind of funny here, it's gonna happen in a moment. Is it's gonna try and freeze me while it's got the power form on. Power beam form on. Oh, if it starts pulling you in with that wave thing, just turn to a morph ball and boost ball away. It actually works. Don't use the flamethrower on this thing. It absolutely does not affect it.
When it turns red, just use
charged up shots.
Yeah, just charged up plasma shots. Don't flamethrow. It's a waste of missiles. But the Wave Buster is effective here. Notice it's shooting some pretty slow moving missiles at you, which is something to distract you. By the way, they drop missiles if you want to try and suck them in. There's missiles up there floating in the air. You can see them. If you feel like you're getting a little low, which you're not.
Well, is this the last part of the Metroid Prime, the last stage? We've fallen 2 times already, right? That means it's...
I don't know.
That means it's
that
only...
one's done.
That part. Yeah, I'm already over here with the Metroid Prime one.
You missiled those things. Is that the best treatment?
See, look at that. It's trying to... That's the bug in the game. It's trying to freeze us with the power form on.
It's yellow and it's trying to freeze you. It's not acting right. Yeah.
It can successfully freeze you in wave beam though, when it's in the wave beam form.
Oh yeah.
Some reason it can just do that.
Oh, okay, we got one more. I was thinking that was the end of the clip.
As soon as it falls, stop talking.
Yeah. This when it's defeated on this level, it'll be over. You're right, it could have frozen you there.
Don't get hit by that, you lose your lock on and you can't even see how much missiles you have. Look at, see, you can't see anything. You didn't even see your beam selection.
You lose your combat visor details, huh? Oh, and that's what happens if you get frozen. Was that a charge? It just charged you, huh? Mm-hmm. And that was kind of mean.
It always does that if you get frozen.
She cheated!
It's not cheating. It always does that if you get frozen.
Because there's no,
you have to,
there's no rules in war.
You get forced to get over there if she comes over to your side. If you're like, it forces you over there. Or like throws you over there if you're in morph ball form. Near the end, she's switching like crazy.
It's nice that you can use missiles against those. I thought you had to use the color that they were. Like I thought you had to use plasma beam to shoot those little missiles, the slow-moving missiles.
Really annoying getting hit by that because you can't lock back on, and then you get hit by it again, and then you can't like stop getting hit by it. Well, that's it. No, is that? No, it's not it yet. This time it should be it as soon as we get her to go red again.
Does she only throw missiles, fast-moving missiles at you when she's on wave beam form?
I don't know. But for some reason, the flamethrower absolutely does not affect this thing. Yep. No, I guess it's this time that it falls. Oh well. Yeah, we'll go as many times as it takes.
Whatever it takes. She's dead meat there. That's probably it. I think she's gone.
That's it. That's it. That's it.